So you just got your PCS orders. You are going to be stationed at Schofield Barracks out here in Oahu, and you're wondering, again, whether you're going to live off base and rent a place or buy a place, what are the best neighborhoods that I should look into? Well, there's a couple things you want to keep in mind, whether that's schools, commute time, budget, and lifestyle, and you'd be surprised. Depending on which ones are more important to you, it's going to put you in different neighborhoods. So let's cover all that in this video. See you on the other side. What's going on, guys? Like I said, in this video, we're going to cover the 5 best neighborhoods that I would suggest if you are going to be stationed at Schofield that you want to look into, whether it's buying or renting. If you're going to be living off base, you want to start doing your research and figuring out where you're going to live if you're not going to live on base. So with that being said, we are going to look at a couple different neighborhoods. I'm going to briefly give you an overview of them, but if you have any specific questions about those neighborhoods or any other neighborhoods, feel free to reach out to me. I got my contact information right here, or feel free to actually book a call with me. Just a quick discovery call. We have a link down below where you can book a day and a time where we can actually jump a call, whether it's with me or one of my teammates, and we can discuss all your wants and needs or any questions you have about living out here in Hawaii. So with that being said, let's go over the 5 best neighborhoods that I would suggest living in if you're going to be stationed at Schofield. First one on the list is going to be Mililani Town. Now, Mililani is actually split up into 2 different areas. You have Mililani Town, you have Mililani Mauka. This is actually, I believe, the first and most original new development that they had out here in Hawaii when they first made the highway that goes up towards Schofield Barracks. And you'll actually see that you have a lot of different options when it comes to the types of homes that you're going to have. You're going to have condos, townhomes, single family homes. And this is a great area when you're putting in your categories of commute and schools. These are going to be some of the 2 best options for you when it comes to the quality of schools. Again, check the school districts depending on where you are in Mililani. But pretty much all the schools in Mililani are some of the best, not only on the island, but across all the island chain. So if you're looking for good public schools, this is a great option for you. And again, if you're a family, you're going to want lots of things to do, and they have 7 rec centers within the Mililani community that you can enjoy. They also have plenty of big box stores in the near area, as well as a great golf course. And commute wise, you're only going to be, depending on what part of Mililani you're in, you could be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes to the front gate. So if you're looking to buy a condo, you're probably looking at a price point of about $400 to $525, again, depending on the size. If you're looking to buy a townhome, it could be anywhere from about $600 to $800, again, depending on the size. And lastly, single family homes, usually starting at about the $925, $950 to $1 million plus. Now, if you're looking to rent a place, when it comes to like a studio upwards to a 2-bedroom, you're probably looking anywhere from about $2,000 to $3,000. If you're looking for a 2 to 3 bedroom, you're probably looking closer to $2,600 to $3,500. And if you're looking for a single family home, anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 square feet, 3 to 5 bedrooms, you're looking anywhere from probably about $3,500 to $4,500 a month. The second place on our list we're going to discuss is the North Shore. Now, more specifically, we're going to be talking about Haleiwa and Waialua. Now, you've probably been aware of the North Shore because it's one of the surfing meccas of the world. They call it the 7-mile miracle because there's a different wave pretty much every 50 yards. But outside of its beautiful surfing history, as well as some of the great diving that you can enjoy in the summer, it is a long stretch. Again, it's 7 miles of mostly coastline, but you want to stick and focus on the Haleiwa or the Waialua area. Now, you may have also seen that there has been some large flooding that has happened specifically in the Waialua area. Most of it has been resolved at this point because the community really came together to get it resolved. But it is something to keep in mind, and they did have some flooding issues through there. We haven't had that bad of flooding probably in the last 20 years, but it's something to keep in mind. With that being said, when it comes to commute times from Haleiwa, Waialua area, you're probably looking at about 15 to 20 minutes, 25 minutes max when it comes to traffic. So not too far. And you also really get to live a proper Hawaii lifestyle. If you really want to feel like you're in Hawaii, you want to live in a beach town, which is definitely not Mililani. The North Shore, specifically Waialua and Haleiwa, is a great option for you. So if you want to enjoy your time when you're actually PCS here and stationed here, and you want to feel like you're in Hawaii, live in a proper Hawaii home, live by the beach, live by the coast, North Shore might be a great option for you. Now, when it comes to Haleiwa and Waialua, they're near each other, but slightly different. So I'm just going to kind of merge them together to give you a general idea when it comes to prices. When it comes to living out here, keep in mind that inventory is generally very tight. There isn't a lot of options, but if you can find one and you want that area, you definitely want to jump on it. So let's jump into some of the prices. So if you're looking to purchase a studio to a 2-bedroom, you're looking at anywhere from about $300, $350, all the way up to $700,000. Again, it makes a big difference if you got an ocean view, now that we're close to the ocean, or even beach access, to something that's maybe a little bit more in the back or closer to the main highway. So it is a large range when it comes to pricing, but there are some options when it comes to studios and 2-bedrooms. When it comes to townhomes, if we're going to use 2-bedroom, 3 baths as kind of our staple when it comes to pricing, you're probably looking somewhere between $600,000 and $900,000. And single family homes, again, inventory is really tight. I'd say the cheapest you'll find out there is generally about $1 million, maybe for a smaller original home over in Waialua, upwards to 1.5 plus. Now, when it comes to rents, again, studios to maybe a 1-bedroom, you're probably looking at about 2,000 to 2,800. When you get to 2 bedrooms, you're probably closer to 25 to about 3,200. And if you're looking for a single family home with maybe a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, you're probably looking anywhere between 3,500 on the low end, upwards to 6,500. Okay, number 4, and a lot of people don't talk about this area, but this is going to be Whitmore Village. Now, Whitmore Village is basically in the back of Waialua. Waialua, a little bit of a different vibe. You're definitely gonna get a bit more of a local vibe. You'll be super close to work, but Whitmore Village gives you a little bit, generally more space, more land, and is kind of tucked away into the hills of Waialua. So you get this kind of more of a suburban feel. They're definitely gonna be more of original homes. This is where a lot of the homes where the Dole factory was actually building these houses for the people who actually worked there, some of the higher ups at Dole factory. So you're gonna see some of the properties either have, maybe just 5,000, 7,500 square feet, and some that actually have a lot larger lots. So this could be a good option if you want something that's going to be on the cheaper side when it comes to rent or buying a home and be really close to work. But just keep in mind that the vibe is just slightly different from, let's say, Mililani to Waialua or Haleiwa. It's going to be somewhere in the middle there. That's going to be a little bit more of a local vibe. Okay, now when it comes to prices over here at Whitmore Village, what are we looking at? Well, if you're looking for about a 550 to 800 square foot home or condo, probably 1-bedroom to 2-bedroom, probably looking at 300 to 400 range. So definitely a lot softer on the pocket. Townhomes, there really isn't any townhomes in this area, so that's kind of knocked off the list. And then we've got single family homes, which are generally gonna be about 900 to 1,800 square feet. Some will be much larger than that, 3 to 6 bedroom. And those can be as low as 625 all the way up to 1 million plus. Now, when it comes to rents, again, for those condos, 1 to 2 bedrooms, probably 1,400 to 2,500. And for single family home, you're probably looking at 25 to 4,500 a month for one of those larger single family homes. Now, again, what you'll notice here, guys, is that the commute is going to be super short to work. The price point is going to be really attractive, but the specific neighborhood and the school district is probably not going to be what you're looking for if you are with a family. So again, there's this balancing act you have to kind of look at, is that generally you can have 2 of the 3, right? Whether it's location, price, school, and I guess the 4th would be commute. These are 4 things that you can kind of look at that hopefully you can get at least 3 of those things, but generally there's going to be a balancing act. So again, just reach out to us if you have any questions on that. Okay, and the 5th neighborhood that we will discuss is Mililani Mauka. So this is different from Mililani Town. They're basically going to be right next to each other, just on the other side of the freeway. Mililani Mauka is exactly that, Mauka, mountain. It's going to be more on the mountain. And this is going to be some of the newer homes compared to Mililani Town, because generally a lot of these new developments, they started down below and they started building up the mountain. So you'll see a lot of the homes up here are going to be newer. They're going to have, again, condos, townhomes, and single family homes. Sometimes they'll have slightly larger lots than some of Mililani Town. And again, you're going to get access to those 7 rec centers. So you're going to get a lot of the same benefits in Mililani Town. What you're just going to see is that the price point is going to be slightly different. So the commute's going to be about the same. The lifestyle is going to be about the same. The schooling is going to be pretty much the same. You're all going to be in the same district. Again, just check your lines, but the pricing is going to be the biggest difference. So let's jump into that. So a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom condo, you're probably looking about 450 to 650. A 2-bedroom townhome, possibly 3 bedrooms, you're probably looking closer to 575 to about 675, 700. And for a single family home, they usually start, I'd say the lowest end about 950 all the way up to 1.6, 1.7 plus. So you'll see some really nice homes over in Mililani Mauka that definitely can get up there in price. Just depends on what you're looking for and what your budget is. Okay, guys, so that pretty much wraps it up when it comes to some of the 5 neighborhoods you may want to explore if you are getting stationed at Schofield Barracks. If you have any questions about living out here in Hawaii, PCS in Hawaii, or what neighborhoods you should explore based on that combo of what your goals are, we'd be happy to guide you. This is just to give you a quick overview, maybe some different spots you want to keep your eye on and start searching, but we'd be happy to assist you in your search, whether you're looking to purchase a property or just exploring the option. So feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Again, you can book a call with me or one of my teammates with the link down below. And if you got any value out of this video, do me a huge favor, smash that like button as well as click the subscribe and notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop videos just like this. Hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. Aloha.